Had to do something funky for my Ophiuchi. Ophiuchus. Okay. If you resonate with the sidereal sign of Ophiuchus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, does not matter. There might be a nugget of wisdom in here for you, always and only from the highest vibration of love and light. Always and only in the highest good of anyone who receives these messages. This is February guidance for anyone who resonates with Ophiuchus for any reason. If you don't know what it is, do a little research. Probably worth the Google. Although I would do DuckDuckGo. I recommend DuckDuckGo. Or like searching YouTube or something, you know, for people who've done videos on it. You're going to get the haters, obviously, who are like, it doesn't exist, it's not a 13th sign. That's fine. It doesn't need to be a 13th sign. I resonate with it as a sign. As a 13th sign, it would be the only ether sign, which makes it kind of special. Gee, I wonder why they wouldn't want us to know about that one. I happen to have a child who would be Ophiuchus, if that system is real, whatever. And he's fucking magical, so he's going to change the world. He came here to change the world. He almost killed me coming here to change the world. So he better change the world, or he's grounded. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, Ophiuchus, let's get a read for you for February. What's going on? Maybe we'll pull a rune. I kind of just wanted to... Valkyrie. Okay, this already came through one time, which is very cool. 42 Valkyries. So let's tackle the 42 first. 42 is whatever you want it to be. 42 is the meaning of life. I don't break down 42 when I get it in readings. Typically. Sometimes I do. Because 42 is a magical number all by itself. It literally means your life can be whatever you want it to be. And then you got the Valkyries, which are these amazing female warriors, right? Except that what I will tell you is what's coming through Ophiuchus is that the time for the warrior is over. Now, that doesn't mean we won't need the warriors again. What I will say is we're in a period right now where the warrior needs to sheath his sword, his or her or their sword, okay? Sheath your sword. Put it away. Put the shield down. You see how now she's holding her shield, but you see how she's just kind of hanging that, I don't even think that's not a sword, it's like a stick. But she's like barely holding onto it. Like she could totally like just drop it, let it drop to the ground. And then she's got her beautiful bird. It's like, this is what's happening here. Ophiuchus is, she's choosing right now to be in stillness. Like, look how still she looks. I don't think she looks like no, she's not taking a step. She's just standing there in stillness. And she's listening to her guide. She's listening to her own intuition. She's listening to source. She's listening to her own gifts and abilities. Typically her own, for the most part, her own intuition. And expanding her gifts and abilities rather than trying to find a hill to die on. Okay, Ophiuchus? So that's a good message. I want to look it up only because, and then I'm going to pull a rune. But I do feel like this is a great message coming through for you. So it says, you can win the battle you face. Let go of your inner restrictions and others' expectations. And see, for me, I don't see it as a battle. I feel like when you can let go of the idea that it is a battle, then you win. When you realize that there is nothing to win or lose, then you win. Okay? Explore your wild self. Like, really tune into yourself and what you want. Let your intuition, this could even be like imagination whispering in your ear. It's like, you could do anything you want right now. That's the 42 coming through. Anything you want. You are the creator of your own life. I know a lot of people, you know, I get a lot of flack for it when I say stuff like that. They're like, oh yeah, well then why did this happen to me? Why did I get in this car accident? Why did I blah, blah, blah? You're not taking control of your own life. You're being in victim mode. You're not in receiving mode. There's just so many reasons. Like, what I really want to say is like, hand them my card and go, you know, call me because we can sort this out. And I'm a big fan of food and being able to pay my bills. Why not? Redemption is always available. Be the hero in your own life. Be the hero in your own life, but I don't necessarily love the term hero in this aspect. Like, I feel like it's more, just be the main character. And I just saw a video on that. So that's perfect synchronicity. I'm telling you, the synchronicities today are pouring in one after the other, no matter where I look. And so that's a beautiful one. It's like, be the main character in your story. Own it. You are the protagonist, okay? And, there will always be an antagonist, but it's kind of like that. I don't know what culture it's from. It's from many, right? But it's like you know, don't feed the darkness, feed the light, but allow the darkness to come home. And what we do there, I feel like I've gotten clarity on this, at least for me, for right now. And I'm going to share it because I feel like it's relevant right now for you, Ophiuchus, is that yes, we integrate, yes, we want to confront our darkness, we want to allow our darkness, we want to love our darkness, love every part of us, right? And we are light and dark. But we love the darkness so that it comes home and becomes light, because we are beings of light. We're not beings of darkness. Like, yes, we have light and dark now because that's what we asked to experience. But now, slowly, and what we've been doing from day one, is we are integrating and transmuting the darkness. So we let it come home, we love it, we remind it that we love it, we remind it that it is of the light, that it is light. We shine the light on it and we transmute it into light. And a lot of people, I think, kind of get, they go, okay, I'm going to love my darkness, and then they stop there. Okay, darkness, welcome home. I love you. Let's try to move on. And then it's difficult to move forward because they forgot that last step. It's like, okay, the darkness is home now. It's kind of like, what it makes me think of is the fairy tales, Disney in particular, right? Is and they lived happily ever after. We know the real deal. And it's like when I watch movies about people who have been rescued from a horrible ordeal, and it'll end there, and everybody be like, oh, thank God, they're fine now. Oh my God, that's when the hard part starts, right? So they integrate that darkness, which is beautiful, which is not always easy. And then they go, oh, now I'm going to live happily ever after. And they just get to that next step. And I think, every time you upgrade or have a breakthrough or, move to the next level, I always say move into the next room. You go into the next room, you can't ever go back, right? I feel like every time we go into that next room or have that breakthrough, it's like we get to see that next step, right? And a lot of times, like, back in the day, right, when The Secret was the big thing and we were really just learning about the law of attraction as a collective. I know a lot of people already knew about it, and we're learning about the law of attraction. It's like, oh, well, this is what we do. If I want the new car, I put the picture of the car up and I make a vision board and blah, blah, blah. And now we're learning that it's so much more than that. Like, yes, you can make that happen. You can make that job happen. You can make that house happen. But what if the universe had something even better planned for you and you focused on this specific thing and you got it, but it didn't make you as happy as you thought it would? Because the key is to focus on how it's going to make you feel and not what it's going to look like, what it's going to cost, all the specifics, right? The key is to swim in the energy of it. Versus, I want that car, focus on the perfect car and how it's going to make me feel. The exact car that I want, even if I don't know what that is and how it's going to make me feel. So anyway, moving on, I pulled a rune. Ooh, let's see what this is. All right, Ophiuchus, you got the friggin' sun. So, in Tarot, it's the best card you could get, really, because it means all your dreams are coming true. So, Ophiuchus, you got some beautiful, you get to create the life that you want to create. And February, I think you're really going to start to feel that power coming in. You're going to feel empowered. You're going to feel like, whoa, did I just manifest that? And you're like, oh my God, I really am doing this. I really can create the life that I want. And the sun coming through is proof of that. It's like you get to, okay, I'm not sure. I think it's this way. It's like, I should know this. It's this way or this way. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But the sun coming through is confirmation that you have the power to make all your dreams come true and make your life exactly the way you want it.